Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our 23rd episode of the Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. I am Double Deuce, and I'm sitting here with Murpho. How are you, sir?
What's happening?
I'm also sitting here with the real Mrs. Murphy, Charlie Murphy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am well, and we are accompanied, I guess, today with two of the grand poobahs that make everything happen for the magazines. I have Miss Sarah sitting right to my right. She is the art director and all-around badass for the magazines, and also Shelby over here as well. She's assistant publisher and, once again, all-around badass for Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. How are y'all?
Good.
Just swell.
Good. This is going to be so weird going back and forth this way. I was like watching the tennis.
Yeah, you're on a swivel here. Newscaster.
Everything is exactly the same but different.
Everything's exactly the same but different.
Yeah.
We are on our 23rd broadcast. 23rd podcast. Can y'all believe it?
No.
It's crazy. And it's great to have us all in the same
It
room.
really is, man. This has
It's a
been
little family reunion right now.
exactly for all of you that have been listening from the very, very start when it was pretty rough and went our way. You know that both Sarah and Shelby were here in the beginning, and we were at that time. COVID was still a thing, so Shelby was stuck at her house, and you and Sarah was at her place, and it was the whole thing was a little bit different. But now we're here in person.
We're all here.
We are
In person on the radio.
This is the whole Murpho's Publishing.
This is
Right.
which, by the way, murphospublishing.com encompasses if you want to get a hold of Old School Rods or Car Culture Deluxe magazines or the Custom Culture Rodcast. Go to murphospublishing.com. I can't help it now. Every time I say, so what's the name of the podcast? Oh, I'm glad you asked that question. It's Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazine.
How many times do you think you've said it now? This being our 23rd episode.
Oh, on tape, hundreds. You know,
Not on tape. Deuce, you're dating yourself. On tape.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean on the microphone. Listen to her. God damn it. See, I can't say anything around here. These chicks catch me on everything. On digital. So on digital. Hundreds of times. But
I'm not even like that.
but literally all the times that like I'll call Murphy and we'll talk about something, or I'm at work or walking around, or I'm at home or something. It's always Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazine. I think I woke up at night screaming that.
Yeah.
Broadcast Culture. But I'm glad to have you girls here, man, and you and Murpho and the real Mrs. Murphy, Charlie Murphy. All of us here from the very beginning, man. Here in the studio. In my studio, we're in the office of Murpho's Rod and Customs shop down here in beautiful Texas.
I'm working on our podcast room. I gotta get it done. It's in the front.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Tell
news
me
to
more,
me.
Mrs. Murphy.
You know that there will be a podcast saloon.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, when there's a podcast saloon, I want everybody who's listening to come by and have a pint of beer.
Yes.
Or
Oh, well,
whiskey
it'll be a
or
working
something.
bar as well.
A working bar?
A whiskey bar, if you will.
Yeah.
1800s cowgirl throwback. Buckle bunnies.
We're gonna bring in the mechanical bull, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have to say the name of the
Maybe.
podcast while riding the mechanical bull.
I'm 6'4", 285 plus. I'm not riding that bull. I'm falling from
You're
it.
like, I am the bull.
I am falling very quickly from that bull. You guys just go, are you ready? You're going to start? He's going to dial one. There. Yeah. Welcome to the cousin. Anyway, what's new with y'all?
Oh, you know. Gosh, well, yesterday was print deadline, so I'm having an amazing day today. It's the calm after the storm before the next storm rolls in. Just today. It's just one day.
It's so anticlimactic though, isn't it? It's like one day go, oh sweet, I got everything there. And then today rolls in, you go, crap, now I gotta go do another. You know, and then when that goes, you go, oh sweet, I got it done.
Right.
So for me, there's like a rhythm, right? Like, and I should say that these are the three girls that like keep me straight on a regular, set me straight on a regular. One's been on vacation.
Yeah, well, did we hear about that?
And the rest of us were getting phone calls.
One's been getting ready for print.
Yes.
I'm like, oh. It's going to be a new week.
Yeah.
That's
We're
awesome.
starting.
We've been doing a lot, dude. Man, we've been doing a lot. I'm telling you, I'm thinking back like how whenever we did the first podcast that had the girls on it, I think it was like 2,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like, right? Like
Mhm.
1
like
and
2.
2,
Right.
Yeah, I
right?
think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And then,
We were just trying to get our feet wet then, and
Yes.
Yes.
and everything was so weird. Like even talking on the microphone. Hello and welcome to the Custom Culture. That's spelled with a K. Is that supposed to be Custom
Yeah.
Culture Rodcast?
It was such a mouthful at first,
Oh,
and now
it
you
was.
It
Now
was.
it's
got
easy.
it down.
I still screw it up all the time. What you guys don't know in editing, you guys might hear it here and there, but for the most part, I screw things up all the time.
Jason
I
is
say
listening to
stuff
this right
backwards.
now.
Yeah. I
Man,
don't
I
know.
always like to, I love to say it like after you say it, but I got kind of, we don't do that. You know, that's Deuce, don't take away from Deuce, but it's pretty cool. Like we have a good intro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've come a ways though. I think now that we're at 23,
3.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
23. Yeah, that's. And who would have thunk it? I mean, really, when we first started, I remember that first episode when we got done. I'm looking around going, "Holy moly!" I don't want to say it because this is going to be on YouTube and I'm going to be swearing because kids are going to watch it. But it's true. It's like, oh my gosh, man, I can't believe we just did that. And I was so exhausted when it was over. I said, ugh.
I know. Super like energy drain
Yeah.
afterwards.
Exactly.
It's gotten easier, but I still am tired after them too. But it could be me smoking so much too. Makes me
So y'all, we've accomplished so much in the magazines too. Since the Rodcast has started, I'm trying to remember like what issue maybe we were on when we did that.
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
It was after rebrand,
Back.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It was
But
just,
like
it was like 101,
barely,
wasn't it?
right?
Was it at
Was it
101?
one, or
No,
just,
it was
Mm-mm.
after that because that
It
was
was
like the
after.
beginning of the pandemic.
Mhm.
When
that was right.
101
Okay,
came
but
out,
we
yeah.
talked about 101.
Yes,
Because
yeah,
it
the
was the
Tiki
new,
issue.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 103-ish.
Yeah.
Like Brayden with that, what was that moving shot that he had on the cover?
Oh yeah,
It was
gorgeous.
beautiful.
He was a guest, no?
Yes.
The car owner.
No.
No,
No,
that
not
was
that one.
Braden's
That
was
cover.
that
That
one.
was the
That was
Herd
that
Hot
one.
Rods.
Oh
30
man,
34
what a-
coupe.
what a
Right.
cool car.
That
Gosh,
car's
that was a
amazing.
long time ago then.
Amazing.
That
Yeah.
was
That was a
started.
great story from him too, man. That was just awesome.
Was that Wayne? Hurd?
Yeah.
Wayne
Wayne
Hurd.
Hurd.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that he said when it came out, he goes, "I bought every copy from the Walmart."
Yeah.
It's what we like to hear.
That's also just like the best email to get from a car owner because we send tear sheets before just to make sure, like, hey, make sure everything's spelled right, we have our
Mhm.
facts right,
Mhm.
and then when they come back, you know, a couple weeks later, they get the complimentary copy that we send, and they're like, can I have a dozen? I want to hand them out to my friends or like my grandson or my neighbors or my nephew, and then a couple months later, they come back again and they want to buy another couple dozen because they're so
Mhm.
excited to show off their car. It's really
Mhm.
sweet.
There's pictures of them handing them to everybody. In the
Yeah.
party. I never got that package of those 12 episodes. Magazine.
Oh, they're so
You know,
excited.
Deuce, I'm really proud of these girls and all that they've accomplished, and I'm glad that we're here doing what we're doing today because this is the first time that we've filmed Rodcast.
Yeah.
Right?
By the way, that's what I forgot to say to everybody. Our 23rd episode, we're being filmed right
Let's
now.
all
which
look
is-
at the camera.
Hey!
Which is weird.
So
So weird. It's weird talking on this thing 23 episodes ago, and now we're being filmed.
So it's pretty cool because, you know, we're going to look at the camera and they're going to put like faces to the names and kind of see the behind the scenes. But when we first came here and got to the magazines, it was really the case that I have these voices kind of tell me, you know, you can't have a girl do this, and you can't have a girl do that. You gotta.
It was mostly men telling him
Mhm.
this too.
Yeah, even like the contributors and stuff were very heavy on the male stuff, you know. But dude, like girl power,
Hey,
ass.
Yeah.
Girls publishing.
it's so silly to
Safer.
think in this day and age, in the information day and age, that a woman wouldn't know just as much or more than any fella about anything when it comes to these kind of things. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah.
It's like I remember years ago I was at a car dealership and this girl was there and she's buying a car for herself. She like a young woman, college or just after college thing, whatever. And the salesman said, "Well, is your husband or dad here?" And I looked over at this cat, man, and she looked at him, and another guy walked over, and said, "May I show you a car?" And she looked at the dude who said husband, boy, dad, and thinking like, threw the fingers up and over there. And,
right?
And I mean, that's just stupid. She knew more about the car than that guy. She read everything, did all her research today. It's stupid to think that in this day and age, in any day and age, but especially right now,
It's funny you say that. I get mistaken for Mr. Gould on my emails, like, consistent. Like, they're always like, "Oh, Mr. Gould," or they call on the phone, like, "I'd like to speak to Shelby. Is he available?" And I'm like, "No, it's me." Hey. Sorry, my press-ons are clacking on the phone. I can't hear you. But it's like, that happens consistently. Or you're working, like, at a booth or a show, and someone assumes, like, "Oh, are you in the magazine? Like, are you a promo girl, or are you this?" And it's like, no, I'm an assistant publisher with, like, mostly a female team in-house, and oh, wow, it's so modern. And I'm like,
Modern.
That's a nice way to say that. So modern.
There's no way I could do. There's no way I could ever do what you girls do. Even if I knew how to do it, there's no way I could do what they do. There's no way.
The really cool thing about this whole thing, bro, is that none of us knew what we were doing.
Very
That's an advantage.
Most of them.
He's like, "Yes, I'm actually the president of that
Go on.
Do tell.
So, we got here and I think in episode 1 or 2, I probably talked a bit about how it was that we got here.
Yeah.
And that was a really good story about how we got here from days gone by. Anyway, I liken to what happened is like the ship is moving across the Atlantic Ocean, like it's going. Right? And then you're just thrown off the back and you have to swim to catch up because it's just going.
Yeah.
You see that ship in the horizon going, "Ah, crap."
We hit the ground running, and I mean, within days we had to print, whatever that means, really. It's just this thing.
Figure out how that works.
Right?
And then a lot of deadlines.
I can imagine going, "What does that mean? I don't know what that means. How do I put all this stuff in there?"
The pages and the paper.
Shelby, the first time we had to print, because you know how much it costs to print. It's a lot of money to print. How was it the first time having to push that button of sending that much money to the printer?
Okay, so also another story of me in ponytail and workout clothes going in and saying, "Yes, I need to do a wire transfer for this amount of money." And they're like, "We need your ID. I don't know who you are, what bank account you were about to pull from.
I'm not sure.
This is suspect.
I'm not sure they were. We're in some smaller towns in Texas, and I'm not so sure they were doing wire transfers to that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But now, looking down the path, 2+ years, it's like, "Oh, hi, Shelby. Oh, hi, Murph. Oh, hi. Do you guys need? Do you want any water?"
I bet.
And then I can tell when someone's new because they're like, "Who in the world?" And I'm like, yes. "Oh, your monthly wire?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, monthly wire." But at first I was like, "Do not type anything wrong. Can I please check every number twice? Like, I am terrified. If this is wrong, I will die and get fired and it will go to print."
I can imagine. Like, is it good?
It's so nerve-wracking.
Let's be honest. Would you ever get fired? You couldn't even go on vacation, boo.
Sis.
Like,
Okay, podcast world.
Last week, he was still losing his noodle.
good Lord.
Y'all.
As soon as you walked out the door, he's like,
I did that.
I'm like, okay, good. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother her. I'm not gonna text her. I'm not gonna call her.
The first time he had the first major hiccup, he's like on the phone, texting.
I think that she was, gone for 4 or 5 days or something. I think I only contacted her 4 or 5 times. So.
Hey, that's great. That's really great.
It's an
I
improvement.
remember as you're walking out the door, "Enjoy your vacation. I'm going to leave you alone for 4 or 5 days," or however long you were gone. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember going. And Charlie did
I
not
didn't
win.
message her. I don't think I messaged you.
No,
I
said
did good.
that. You looking, she looked totally to me and went, "No."
The best part is Charlie trolling Murph, already knowing what's gonna happen. Where she was like, "Okay, day one, he's gonna come home like she just needs to come back home."
You did.
I
think day one he texted you too. I think it was day one, and he texted. Yes, it was. Shelby, get your phone.
Literally,
I think it was day one.
I can see it. Text. Shelby, there's a ticket at the airport waiting for you right now.
Please turn around.
It was day one, baby.
It could have been day one.
I know it was.
The first 24 hours.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's funny too because you get so used to all of us being here in the office. So like even if Louie is an angel, puppy dog
Yes.
owned by Murph and Charlie, and if she's not here, it's so weird. Like if Conrad goes, to pick up his daughters early, or Murph's like, "Hey, me and Charlie have to do this," it's like, why is it so quiet?
Yeah. Yeah, we're used to
Eerie.
Louie and Murph both tearing up papers and grunting and making their noises and stuff. And when they're not here, it's just like, man, silence.
Getting so much done.
I never really thought about it, so like I'm not really like an office guy, but I spend some time in the office now, here and there, and I'm probably not good at it. I probably don't have good. I guess in all reality, like I probably wouldn't make for a very.
You need a private office with none of your employees in it.
He would just come into our offices individually.
Oh, I know.
I distinctly remember the first time you and I met. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get an office upstairs, like just for me, away from everybody." And that, like, now that I know how things work, we've known each other for a while now.
Yes.
You would be down here. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
you would be down here.
He'd be up in his own office like this.
No, you know what would happen? He would have an intercom or speakerphone to ring Shelby. Shelby, Conrad, meet me up. I need you to come up here. I need you. I already know he ain't gonna move from that seat.
The whole day we would just be upstairs.
Girl, just your legs and ass are gonna be amazing.
Upstairs, girl. Summer 2022. Catch me on the beach.
Yeah.
You on that Murpho workout?
Okay, trademarked. Nobody take that. Nobody take
The
that.
Murpho butt.
That's gonna be y'all's next business endeavor.
Oh.
That's our new T-shirt, by the way.
All right,
Murpho.
just tap in on that one. You're on the next business.
Come in. Witness.
Stamp.
Silly.
Proof here. Where's the timestamp? 7/12.
Write that note, post it, mail it to yourself.
Yep.
So you know you got it.
I'll post-it note it so it's real.
For real, that's what would happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say you were? Charlie's Angels, and you were Charlie.
All right. When they told me they were filming this thing, I said, "Here, I'll sit over there." Because I don't really need to be seen. These people are way more important. So I could go. So like Charlie from Charlie's Angels. That dude was never seen, man. He was just the guy with the hand going like this.
On the intercom.
On the intercom. His hands going like this or doing whatever. And you might see smoke from a cigar or something in the background, but that's not right. I'll be all right with that. I'll sit over there and smoke a cigar and yappy y'all. Welcome.
In reality, Deuce is very hard to miss. That's the funniest part.
Yeah. I think even if he was sitting over there, he would still find a way to be on the camera.
My hand.
Shadows just like
You see, it's never ending with these girls. I try to tell you guys. Nobody believes me. I'm glad now it's on film, so you get to see the abuse that I take here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we should have had Conrad here too.
Oh,
my
yes.
Lord.
Gosh, we love
Nard.
some Conrad. Bless his heart.
He's a real MVP.
Conrad has yet to be on the show.
Right? Yeah, we should have Conrad.
Yeah.
Conrad,
Stay tuned,
what would his actual title be? Like, I mean,
I feel bad for Conrad.
That's his title? I feel bad. That's another new T-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. I feel bad
I
for
don't
Conrad.
even know. I don't
I
know.
think the back of his shirt says "Nobody cares, keep working."
Yeah. He's gonna deal. Conrad has coming from all different our employees he has to deal with, and customers he has to deal with, and then this one he's got to deal with, and now you know that one.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, for real.
What are you gonna do? He goes on vacation.
He was gone.
He was gone
He
for
was
2 days.
gone.
That
He was just
rough.
gone.
Two
Yeah.
days.
Only
He
2
was
days.
gone for 2 days, and the place just.
So-
It was a really rough week for Murph.
No, actually,
I don't know
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
going on, but yeah,
It's been a rough month
It's been a
because
rough month.
both Shelby and Conrad have.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are
Oh
you
my-
okay? You did okay.
I haven't had a rough day today.
You
I-
barely
I-
scraped
I-
your knees.
I pushed all my buttons today, but
Goodness.
so Conrad, for our listeners who don't know, Conrad is in the front at Murpho's, in the trenches, on the ground, like
Answering the phones. I mean,
storming the
yeah.
beaches all the
Mhm.
time, and that guy
Finding
deals with a
things.
lot, dude. He
On the
deals
on
with
the
a lot.
rod and custom side.
On the rod and
Yes,
custom.
Yeah.
He's like the gatekeeper for like the
Mhm.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
customers coming
That's
in, phones.
That's actually a badass title for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. He is the
I'm
gatekeeper.
gonna get him
Really
new cards printed. The
Yeah.
gatekeeper.
It's
What
crazy.
about like what is it from Monty Python, the Black Knight?
There you
Like
go.
none shall pass.
Yeah.
That is
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
I took your leg off. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Really a flesh wound.
That's
Like he it was amazing when I was looking for plates for my pickup, and he goes, I got the guy. And he calls the guy. Next thing I get a phone call from a dude, and he goes, hey, I got 49 Texas truck plates right here. What? They were never on any vehicle ever. So now that they're registered to my truck, it's a 49, but the plates, it's the only time they've ever been. I mean, I don't know how he did it. You know, that's just
You did
talk
that for
about
my
pulling the
car too,
proverbial
didn't you?
rabbit out of the hat. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And that's
Yeah.
but that's what he does.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
and
right.
Chill's talking about him because it's true. I mean, the dude
Yeah.
is a magician.
Mhm.
solid guy.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody thinking they're coming along to steal him.
Nope.
No.
No.
Conrad
No.
is ours. Back up.
Right. So, it's crazy how like things have evolved, and we've all kind of just keep circling, trying to do our thing, and it's like, every time we circle, it's like we all wear another hat,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we do another circle and all wear another hat.
Yeah.
And it's funny how we keep grabbing the hats and bringing them in.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I can do that too. I'll do that.
Yeah.
We're all just like, I'll do that. Conrad was a huge, huge blessing for us, and he is really a solid dude. He's a good man.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I would say he's a good
human
husband
being.
and
Yeah.
father.
He's a good man and driven and dedicated, and is able to accomplish so much on a daily. And it was timely when he
Mhm.
came because of where we were and
Yes.
like how we're wrangling cats. But it allowed Shelby to really get way deeper into creative and to focus more on like, the artistic side of what we're doing with everything really, but
Yeah.
to be
Mhm.
much more creative. And it really took a load off of her. Shelby used to do parts and invoicing, and she
Magazine.
Yeah.
Fear
She
was
used to like
main
run
driver.
car shops,
Answer
and
And
the-
customers, all the crazy.
Oh, and for the longest
Mhm.
time, well, and mostly on a daily, still is the only girl that's having to put up with these boys.
Yes.
Hooligan.
Straight
Hooligans.
Oh my goodness.
Hooligans in
the
the car shop.
tomfoolery, y'all. There's a whole separate show brewing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. We're gonna do called the shop one of these days, and we're just gonna go out there.
Yeah.
And while they're the camera, and while they're
Oh my
doing
gosh.
shit, I'm gonna walk up and go, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Mhm.
And have them
Yeah.
go, "Get away."
I heard 2 stories today about things that happened in the shop that I was like, it is stupid that we don't have a television show. The first story I'm not going to tell because it's yucky. The
rough.
second one,
Oh, I remember this. That was this
Yeah.
morning.
What
Yeah,
happened?
it's
You kinda have to tell it
No,
now.
you have to tell it.
Rough.
Let's hear this. I want to hear.
I'll just stick with the second one, which somebody ripped their pantaloons up the back, and they like to free ball, if you will.
What?
A
Pantaloons.
certain fabricator.
We have pirates in the house.
And
Pantaloons.
thought it was chill to
ripped
just
my
like leave
pantaloons.
it.
So
It's hot in Central Time.
Wait, did
Fair.
you all forget about the photo
so
of
confused.
the poop?
What?
that
That was the first one that I was.
Not refer. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I
Well,
was.
now hold on. Now the cat's out the bag.
Like I'm so. Are you lost, Deuce? I'm lost. I'm like I need
Okay,
full
should we-
stories. I need
I
full
feel like now we
stories now.
Yes, I'm lost.
Yes.
Let's figure this
Let's figure it out.
So someone was trying to explain why they weren't here. And thought
Somebody
that
was
a
late
visual was
to work.
essential to back the story.
So he sent a shit picture
to a fellow employee.
to prove that he
was ill.
He was ill.
The level of
I was like, the
closeness
proof is
here.
in the pudding.
Okay, question now answered. The proof is in the pudding.
This is so
But
good.
Yeah, you know what day it was? It was Thursday.
Shit.
I'm so glad that Sarah's here to witness this because there's so many times that I just can't even explain that to somebody because I don't have the energy at the end of the day to tell them, by the way, so the way someone was going to call out today was a photo of
For
their
their shit.
I'm like, Sarah, we are in this together.
Who fixes that? I called in and said, I don't feel well. I'm sick. I don't believe you. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to take a picture of my shite and send it to you.
Hey.
Oh, well, there you go. I can see you not well.
The picture came first.
The picture
Before
come
the call.
first?
Yes.
Hey, dude, I realized too, like, this really is just like Thursday.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a
it's a
shop.
regular day.
In fairness,
Oh.
Right.
we work in shop.
But
This is...
dude, like,
Yeah.
It never stop. It's never boring. It's never boring. Ever.
Yeah.
so, and Shelby's been dealing with this for a minute. I think that this whole thing that we've been doing is about to come up on 3 years here.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to us for that. But
What it started as and what it is now is like, it's crazy. Like I never would have imagined in 3 years, like this much progress with just even one magazine, but 2 magazines, like a shop, the traveling, like COVID, like so many things.
Let's not even like overlook or downplay how far this shop has come.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's glowed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I used to go to y'all's after parties after Lone Star Roundup, like for years before we were homies or like even thinking about working together or anything, and thinking about that shop in South Austin and like how many cars could you fit in there? Like 4, maybe? I don't know. And now,
Not many. Yeah.
So
Fort View.
on the crazy, I think I could get like 16 cars in there at night.
at night.
That one or this one?
No.
How many
shop.
deep were you rolling?
like under all the lifts, and then you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like it was like just Tetris. But when push came to shove, and it was horrible. I mean, like we were tripping on stuff all over the place, and there was, you know, it was like it was eclectic. It was cool. It was a cool place,
Yeah,
you know.
for
but,
sure.
Yeah.
But oh my god, like here.
Sardines.
On the floor right now, I think we have 34 cars that we're
Mm-hmm.
And the yard.
And the right.
And the
Yeah,
yard.
I don't
That's
even
a
know.
whole, like, another dozen.
can't tell you, you know what I
if
mean? Like,
needed.
but man, yeah, it's we've grown up a little bit. We've like stepped into a whole different thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us are doing exactly what we were doing before. Like
Mm-mm.
now you have magazines.
Mm-hmm.
You were doing just shop stuff, and then you moved over to be able to do more magazine because you were doing both, but like, girl, that was too much. And then when I started, it was way too much. It was unreasonable.
And like I said, it's like every time every time it makes a lap that we do something, it's like we're all doing more. Like we do so much in house.
Mm-hmm.
Like this little group right here accomplishes like so much. It's crazy. And we're going to get to this, so I'm going there. Miss Sarah, now, in addition to being assistant publisher, publishing magazines, and running creative, has gotten into the front line. She is doing the layout of the magazines in addition to all things she was doing before. And, oh my God, like we're into issue 3, doing layout in-house, and it is amazing what we're looking at, and how easy it's been for us to synergize. I mean, we've worked at this for so long together as a team, and then to get to the point where we're finally like putting all of our ideas and our vision together collectively and see it. Like it's crazy. And Miss Sarah, you're doing an amazing job. You all are
Thank
doing
you.
an amazing
Thank
job.
you. Yeah, I'm so thankful for the time that I had focusing on, what I was doing before, which a lot of it was relaying y'all's feedback to the previous art director and like really learning y'all's vision and your taste and all that. And like Charlie and I worked super closely together on editing layouts and stuff like that. And I had no idea that this is what I would have been doing. Like, you're like, oh yeah, year and a half from now, like you're going to be doing
The layout.
The layout. I wouldn't have guessed that, but that's what my background is in. And it's been really fun. And I've really been enjoying doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it looks so good.
It does.
You're kicking ass
Mm-hmm.
at what you're doing. And another pat on the back to everybody, just because it's like each time we make another move like this and try and like really rein it in, nobody gets rid of something to do.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's got anything left to do. It's just we're doing more.
I do want to give a shout out to Sabina for taking
Yeah.
over a lot of the responsibilities I was doing, and her and I still tag team it and get that stuff taken care of. But she's amazing, but she was somebody who was already on the team, as a writer for us, and just
and
grabbed another hat.
we've talked about Sabina several times. Like, she is amazing at what she does, and she has been such a huge supporter, proponent, like on board with us. And she's like, I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more. Like the rest of us, she's just stepped up, and at each point that we've leaned on her, she's taken it on willingly and gone with it. So we're really lucky to have that kind of work ethic and the desire for everybody. They're also passionate. All of us are so passionate to do this. So, man, we've been doing a lot, dude.
We have been doing a lot. You guys have been doing a lot. I'm just talking all day. I haven't done a damn thing. These guys have been really busy. I'm just reaping the benefits of what they're doing. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks for cheering us on, though. With your big voice.
I can tell you from a business side of what we're doing that I can see like how numbers go. I'm not unaware of how numbers work. And we have a lot of momentum. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, whoever wants to call in when we start doing that or write letters, that I think we're going to look at some of these letters here in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But
we had one time and I loved it. I cannot wait.
I'm going to tell you, like, none of that really gets to me because I see what's happening. I know what we're doing, and I believe in it so much, like where we're trying to go to. And I know it's working. Like, I know it's working.
Right.
So,
well, it's definitely we're doing this. I mean, everything is working. You know, I mean, the shop is growing and building. There's awards out there. I mean, we'll talk here in a minute about the big one. But I mean, every little thing that y'all are doing, it's obvious. That's the reason we have this broadcast, man. It's the reason this is happening. It's all different facets of the same thing. And without each and every one of you guys doing what you do, it wouldn't be happening. It just wouldn't be. And I'm pretty stoked to be certainly on the coattails of all y'all, but enjoying the hell out of this ride anyway.
Well, we're gonna see where it goes, and we've started to do a little filming, along the way with what we're doing, and so.
Shelby fixed her hair on her side. She was
nope.
This week.
One day maybe we'll do a little look back at how this all went. And we can probably go down memory lane here a little bit with what we've accomplished. I think that there's several points along the way where I feel very proud of each and every one of you all and what's happened. Wow, like what a crazy ride. So there's several issues on the table, and I'm going to go to this one first, y'all.
Wait, do you want to give me 2 seconds? Let's cut for a quick sponsor break.
Yeah,
we'll come right back and hit the magazines.
Yeah,
this is a good segue. All right, y'all. Well, thank you again for listening to our 23rd episode of the Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. We will be right back. Hey, Murpho, guess who is our new sponsor on the Custom Culture Rodcast?
Who do we got, man?
We got Lucky Tramp Customs.
Fuck yeah, Chad Strope.
Yeah, Chad Strope is a Florida-based car builder specializing in customs, metal flake, candies, chops, everything cool and rad. This kid does it.
Dude, you should see the candy paint on his ride.
Man, and all you people out there, if you have not seen it, check it out on Instagram and Facebook at Lucky Tramp Customs. Chad Strope is a rad kid coming up, doing everything right.
Sunshine State.
All oranges, baby, all oranges. Chad, thank you very much for being one of our sponsors. We appreciate you. Lucky Tramp Customs at Lucky Tramp Customs on Instagram and Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. We are on our 23rd episode of this, and it's great, Murpho. I'm here with Murpho. See, this is what happens. I told you guys earlier, I keep screwing all this crap up. 23 episodes.
Go back, like, we were just talking about how we're doing like a redo of like it's 2 or 1 and 2 or whatever we're doing, like catching back up with the girls. But wow,
yeah,
dude,
I never thought we'd ever. Well, I don't know what I thought. I never thought about anything really. When we first came in here and doing it, it was so raw and new that I didn't think about it from day to day, really. And the following week, they said, "Hey, you gonna be there?" I said, "For what?" Because we're doing it again. We're doing it again. I'm coming. I'm on the way.
have to come into this thing is be like, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do some stuff. Well, what do you think about? Don't think.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about cars and drink beer, and I said, "I'm in."
Yeah, hot rods and beer.
Hot rods and beer.
So, dude, for before the break, I was gonna try to go down memory lane a little bit here with some of the issues that we've done, and this one is really near and dear to me because of what we had pulled off and accomplished. I think this is 94.
Left,
Yeah.
under the logo.
Right, if I had my spectacles any closer, I would.
It's 97.
97.
97 is what we meant.
So, we were right off the bat, we were in Viva Las Vegas, and we were talking about like what we're wanting to do now that we have these magazines. And one of the very first things that Charlie and I talked about was that we wanted to put an African American girl onto a cover, a black pinup, and we wanted to be the first that did that. And I believe that we are the first to ever publish on cover. And we were in Vegas, and we both saw Tammy and Boy at the same time, and we were like, pickup jaw. Gorgeous, gorgeous, and the sweetest girl. And you all just hit it off, you and Tammy, and we put this together. One of my very good friends, Mike Bello, built the car here. That's in the picture here, this Ford.
You need to get closer to your mic.
I can't do all this at the same time.
You have to get closer to your mic.
So it's a Mike Bello car. It's in San Diego, and we got Tammy to divert herself on her way back to Chicago, coming from Australia, I believe, on tour. And we were able to get down there and put this together. And it was really super cool to me, as a car guy, because look, like, y'all, this is the first like bomb that's chopped and dropped, and the first chop and drop hot rod that have ever been on cover at the same time with Tammy. So
that's a bad car.
It's also one of the first times that we really like put our toe in the water of being pushing and driving the creative. This is kind of pinnacle for where we went. It's very quickly right after this issue that we rebranded, changed the logos. But just before that, on our sister magazine, on the Rods cover over here, I want to give a shout out on, this is Rods 99, right before we did the rebrand. And this is very special to me because it was a testament to our will, right? Like our work ethic and our will to not be stopped. But come hell or high water, we're on a mission. Our mission is to save print media and to keep these magazines
print media alive.
Right?
I should have been saying that this whole time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that is our mission. And we, because of some circumstances that had happened, a drama.
Always a drama.
To put it plainly.
That I don't care to really air per se, but we had to overcome. And we were in California putting this together. This is a person's car that I know that's affiliated with the car club I used to like run with for a while, and we made a big deal to get out there to California and do this. And we got out there and we ended up buying a camera. We ended up buying a camera from Miss Charlie, who had at that point not been shooting for a while,
A long while.
right?
Yeah.
A long while. And oh my God, it was like, we're going to go and shoot this car. We're going to shoot it for cover. This is our mission. We choose to accept it. the tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. But we went and did this, and we got out there, y'all, and it was up in the high desert. So we traveled a long way, and she was playing with the camera in the car and like trying to figure it out. She's like, I think I got this kind of a thing, you know. We get out there, and then it's real. You know, we're on it, and
We're doing it.
I'm not a photographer. I mean, and this is the early stages. I don't know a lot about what we're doing other than, you know, it's a pigeon car. Like, it's a badass Chevrolet. And I'm like, yeah. And the background, I mean, look at like where it's shot up here in the high desert with the rocks. I think it's Hesperia, California that we're in. Her name is Miss Sugar Moon. And this is Steve Schmidt's car, who's in the Corsairs Car Club. And we're in the high desert. So we get there and we set up, and I'm like, yeah, this is going great. Like, we're just on this, and we've practiced with the camera, and everything's going really well. And then there was like some stuff that came up, you know, like wind. And then we were trying to chase the light and find light and shine the angles. And I think that Miss Charlie told me directly once or twice she was going to kill me. And then there was a time where she very definitely told Steve, like, I'm going to kill my husband. You know, I try hard. I do. I really try hard. I'm not a photographer. I sometimes think I see things or I want to be helpful. This was tense. But
because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
We made art.
I know.
And it was awesome. And we persevered, which is just really kind of a testament to what we've done through with all of this. Shortly thereafter, and I believe it is the very first rebrand for Car Culture Deluxe. Mm-hmm. Second issue or
second? Yeah, 101 was the Tiki issue, so that was the first one with the new logo.
Mm-hmm. So this is, can I see that, Deuce? That pink one right there?
Yep. Yes, you can. 102.
So this is 102.
I think this is one of my favorite covers.
And by far.
It's because it's so pink.
So this is a really, really known, super sweet model and burlesque actress. I don't even know what you say about.
She's a burlesque dancer.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Raquel Reed, and she came to Texas, and wow, like what we were able.
Yeah.
First off, she come in for a show in San Antonio, and she danced all night, and then got in a car at 9:00 in the morning and drove from San Antonio to Fort Worth. Shot all evening.
Well, here, hold on. For context, for you people who aren't from Texas, El Paso is actually 350 miles closer to Los Angeles than it is to Texarkana, Texas. So when we're talking about going from San Antonio to Fort Worth, we're not talking you're not going 45 minutes across town.
No.
You're going, what is it? It's 3.5 hours from Austin. So it's another hour and 20 minutes, about 5 hours roughly.
That's with no traffic.
That's with no traffic, exactly.
Yeah.
She did all of this without any pay. She wanted to do this for the magazine. She's always wanted to be a part of the magazine. She always wanted to be a cover girl. So she put her heart and soul into this whole little shoot for us.
Shows. She did an amazing job.
We all put our heart and soul into this, and Miss Shelby was the one. Miss Shelby Chopin. It's crazy to me how this happened.
You shot that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How rad is that?
Also, side note, I want to note that she did her makeup in a moving vehicle after performing all night, and then fixed her hair like as soon as we got in the parking lot. That was the second location. Too,
all in the car.
A goddamn professional.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did not bitch one time about it.
So from my standpoint, I just look back on all this and I'm thinking, I want to say fuck, but I'm going to say wow.
Once
Well,
again, it's good thing we can edit this.
That's such a run.
Because we just started trying to do this, man, you know, and like this came about, and then like we were here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very fast.
And we're all of a sudden doing this, you know, it's like model photographer, like magazines, cars, art.
Yep.
Right? And yeah, I agree with Miss Charlie. This is by far and away one of our most favorite covers that we have. It is gorgeous.
Another
awesome.
funny story is that we were actually in like partially in the back of a post office. And so several people kept coming out. It was like a Saturday. We're trying to shoot. Wind was crazy, whatever. So several males keep peeking outside because as she's going, she's starting from burlesque outfit number 1, which is typically going to be panties, a thong, a corset, whatever. So she's dressing as she's going. So nobody has a problem until the end. And so she's going, and this is like maybe a 4-piece, 5-piece, you know, pink ensemble, whatever. So she's dressing, and then suddenly we're getting yelled at that we need to leave. So we're trying to ensure that we have cover, we have centerfold, everything, just in case, like not knowing that that's the intention. And then we're getting ran off, and the cops are actually called because we were trespassing. So it's really funny because like it's set up, but we really shot that in probably close to 45 minutes because the wind was crazy, just whatever. And then we're getting the cops
Getting in trouble.
It's just really funny that it ended up being cover because just getting there and the car and, you know, Raquel getting ready and we're eating Chick-fil-A on the way there, like just trying to get to the shoot and like make it happen and make sure we deliver. And
I think that's another reason why I like that cover, because it's in Fort Worth. That's the original post office in downtown Fort Worth, and part of it is not the post office anymore. It's like been turned into condos and stuff, and the building next to it is historical too. I think it was the electrical company at one time.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
yeah, really neat backgrounds.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Really beautiful.
Yeah,
Great
the
job.
story on that car is really cool too. So check it out.
Mhm.
Car
Yeah, it's a
Culture
good
Deluxe
read.
102.
So yeah, all you people out there, check out Car Culture Deluxe, magazine number 102.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
So one
That
of the,
building is cool.
Yeah,
Car's
it's a cool building.
lighting's- Everything's cool. Great job.
Thanks.
one of the other things that we've got to do is to create relationships and to work with a lot of contributors, and we all work at coordinating and talking to them and finding all the stuff that we do. And we saw the Braden Timma is like
Amazing.
just come along and like
Mhm.
healing
Dude.
for us.
Mhm.
Like,
Wouldn't you love to see the world through that kid's eyes? I mean, the way he did that
so
thing was
good.
crazy. It was so good.
yeah, just amazing. And we've got some other ones that we've been working with. This is a cover that's done extraordinarily well. It's an amazing magazine, and this is Tim Sutton.
Mhm.
Shout out to Tim Sutton, bro. Thank you for all that you do and for being a part of supporting us. This one is like, I think another good testament to the imagery that we're trying to create and what we're
My car is
really
sick.
trying to do with customs and hot rods, and it has done really well. I want to
Which one?
jump forward to Mitzi's. Yeah, let's look at that. This is the most recent Car Culture. No, this is the one before the one that's on stand right now. This Car Culture Deluxe is shot by another photographer that we're so blessed to be involved with, that works with us, Mitzi Valenzuela. And this is so special to us when we're talking memory lane, because this is Mitzi's 100th cover as a photographer.
That's crazy.
And it was something that we were so proud to be a part of. And Miss
Good for
Charlie
her.
has been so humble in all that she's done with the magazine, and really try to take a kind of a backstage to a lot that goes on with the models in particular and the photographers in a way with the magazines, and doesn't want to ever be like she's self-promoting.
You always want to put me in the magazine. I don't want to be in the magazine.
That is the challenge.
That
Yes.
is
However,
the truth.
in this case, I had a lot of support. I had a lot of fans around here. That were like, come on, girl, let's do this. And
Mhm.
so we went up there and shot this. And look
That
at
car.
that cover. This is Oswell built, John DeGastino designed,
Mhm.
Packard. And oh my God, we've talked about this car and this cover before, but obviously this is very special to all of us for a lot of reasons, and beautiful. So, that was kind of a big deal. But the photographers that we have that have kind of become the core group with us are just really killing it as well.
Yeah.
So the
So talented.
I mean, the imagery has come so far, y'all, right?
Mhm.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
I think that's some of our biggest feedback as well, like in person and with the letters,
Mhm.
is that it's a lot cleaner and more purposeful too, which is really nice because especially with the Rods audience, you know, like having models consistently is one thing, but on the Rods end, when, you know, we have readers that are never knew who we were a year ago, but picked us up because maybe they saw us on the newsstand, like that's really awesome because we're grabbing them before, you know, but to sit there and look at it, but to actually buy it and subscribe is like, yes.
Which by the way, is one of the reasons we're doing this whole thing is keep print media alive is kind of our mantra. It's it's our calling. It's what we're for here. Yeah, Murpho and the gang here, they build badass cars and they do stuff, and the magazines show cars from all over the world. But man, when we've talked about it before in these things, like I have boxes and boxes of old magazines since I was a kid, and it's having your print media there, you know, it's tangible, it's there. You know, once you close your computer, it's gone. It's digital, it's gone. But this, that's there. And that's your car. And you can frame it and put it on the wall. You can do any of that thing, man. And we're trying to get the next generation to realize how important print media really is. You know, everyone always goes to their phones or their computers or whatever and go, oh, I found it here, and then it's gone. Where it's not even tangible, where this here, man, when you're talking about the art, brother, this is the work of art. This is really, I mean, when you have this, you have your magazine is there where there's tech tips in there. If you're working on a car and you don't know what to do, you read the thing and go, holy, I never even thought of that. And that's exactly what I need to do, and you go out and do it. Or if you're like you're thinking we were talking before where it's about chopping the roof, you know, and the guy wants to chop a car, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, read the articles. Right. Read these things. You know, it might be a 4-part series, but they're going to go through it. So by the time you're done, you think, man, I got everything right here. It's like a manual you got with these 4 episodes so you can chop your own roof. Right. That's exactly what we want you to do. Chop your own things. Do what you do.
Is Miss Sarah in that magazine down there at the end?
This one?
That
was before. I believe
she is. Oh yes,
she is. I thought so.
Yeah.
Can I borrow that one, y'all?
Yes, page 26.
That's a good looking
car. She's in there.
Okay, so you could pass me that one and that one right there at the same time. So, you know, like I was talking about, man, like how this all went and how it's come together and all of our peeps. Miss Sarah, who is the creative director at Murpho's Publishing and assistant publisher and
art director.
The art director and doing all the creative, is also a model. And I mean, as luck would have it, and has been featured in the magazine. And Miss Sarah wears many, many hats, but I want to put this magazine up really because this is the one I kind of want to talk about for a second. This is our first Texas in-house laid out magazine. In-house. And this is really special because this now, y'all, is like our creative as a team coming to light. And it is amazing. The imagery, the layout, everything is like really, really starting to come to fruition that we've been trying to accomplish. So, and here's another Miss Shelby feature. Right here. So, you know, I'm very proud of you guys, and I have one more. I want to bring this one up because we have all of a sudden start to really bring our ideas to the table. And and there's Mr. Deuce.
Oh.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Oh no, I'm in a magazine. That's the first time I've seen that.
How's that feel?
That's freaking rad. I've never been in a magazine. Hey, me and Elvis are hanging out now, man. We're the same thing. That's awesome. I've never seen that before.
He's a published model.
I'm a real boy. Dude, that's rad. That's from Oklahoma. From the Tulsa show.
Starboard,
Yeah.
From the Starboard show.
So for our readers, you know, one of the things that we've really been trying to do is get, I'm just going to tell everybody and put out in the universe, full car shots. And we've been trying to shoot cars in a way where you can really, like, coming from a car guy, see the whole silhouette of the car, pick up the body line, see like the whole thing. And at the same time, we've been trying to shoot it at all angles, different angles, and get good detail, so you can get a really good sense of the car. The page I'm looking at right here
That truck is awesome.
is a one page from a car show.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So historically speaking, you look at magazines, it's a lot of shots of cars next to cars.
Yeah.
Part of the car where all of the car are, and some people that are standing next to the car, they're in the shot. And so we've been trying to really elevate the game now on the car shows that we call events, but the car shows, and look at the cars from the standpoint of like making them the star.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing that with imagery. And this is something we try to do in our car features, but now in our events, we're trying to do the same thing. And this was really like a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been talking
Mhm.
about trying to do something like this for 2.5 years.
But it's had to come in-house to make it happen.
And now that it's in-house, look at what we've done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like-
I was so stoked when you came to me with this idea because, we're talking about like the magazines, we're making art now, but like these cars are art, and by showcasing them in this way, we're making them the star of the show and giving readers more of the experience of being at a show. Because if you're at a show, you're gonna poke your head in, you're gonna walk all the way around the car, you're gonna peek under and see what else is going on.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out so gorgeous, and I hope that our contributors continue shooting that way so that we can give that kind of coverage more. Like it's so gorgeous. Everyone go get that issue.
Everybody, go get this issue. This is the
I'm gonna
most
go buy
current
that.
issue of car. Oh, of course you are. Culture Deluxe. It's on stands right now. I think it's
108.
Oh
108?
my God, we've made a lot of money.
8,
Oh, 108.
Yes. Yes.
So, Car Culture Deluxe 108
Car Culture Deluxe 108.
on stands now. So,
Well, not
That
now.
was the Starboard
when this
feature.
comes out, it won't be on
Noting.
sale probably.
well, and look at how it I'm going to point out one more thing, y'all.
That's a rad
We're
car.
such a close knit group now. This is Susanna.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Susanna.
That's Susanna on the cover. Susanna, for our readers, is one of the photographers that we use in California.
Vestige photography.
Vestige photography on a regular. She's very close with us, and she's modeling.
She's a beauty queen.
Oh my God! So gorgeous photo, gorgeous magazine. Go get it. Deuce is in there.
Holy
You
Yeah.
can see how
Duh,
tall he
Deuce.
is
Good
in a
Lord
photo.
Almighty.
Yes.
In a photo.
In a photo.
In a
Another
photo.
Bellows Customs cover as well.
So famous.
Belt,
It
yeah,
is another
Bellows.
Mike Bello built car on the cover.
Good grief, man. I remember the cool thing about this is that, like, I was at the Starbird show and I remember looking at these cars and talking with the guys who built these cars. Like that one there, his name was Chris. That pickup truck was sick and it's so low to the ground. He says to me, he goes, "Deuce, climb in that thing." I says, "There's no way I might get in it, but I'm not getting out of that thing." And he's my height. He's 6'4". So he's like, "Oh, now, yeah, you can."
You wouldn't even fit in the bed of that truck.
No, the bed of that truck is a gas tank. But I mean, that truck was so cool in person that you see it in film here, and it's just as cool in the pictures, where you look up and go, "Man, look at, I'm getting chills again," because of that truck was so rad standing next to that and bullshitting with Chris and talking with Chris. And I mean, that's just all these, dude, this is so much fun. I mean, I was at the show and it's like I'm at the show again.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's a weirdo. Stay away from that guy. He looks What's that, mamas? Tell your children to stay away from that guy. Dude, this is rad. What a... I had no idea I was in it. I never thought I'd be in it. I never thought I'd be in it.
You guys, I really feel like we just keep
That's
pulling
so
it
rad.
in and making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this issue. And again,
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Great job.
I'm up here clapping for all of us, but I won't clap for myself.
I saw the snap.
Snaps.
So, look, memory lane. The other thing that's been going on, and I think we're going to get into this in the next episode because
No,
we
next
started-
break.
No.
Yeah, we gotta take a break here soon, and we gotta do Jamey.
I got one more thing to do.
Something else.
I got one more thing to do, and then we're gonna go to break. One of the things that's happened a lot here is that we get all kinds of input.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
We get all kinds of input about what we should do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody likes to tell us what we should do.
What should we? What should we do?
Mhm.
And I learned a long time ago building hot rods that you can't please everybody.
Yes.
And I also learned that you just can't please everybody. So it just is. But we get constant feedback, and sometimes it's a little bit funny.
Yes.
And it's like I like the hate mail.
Yeah.
We get a fair amount of hate mail. We get a lot
my
of
phone, look
love
guys.
mail. But we get a lot of hate mail. But yeah, I'm gonna need that phone right there.
I don't know if it's hate so much as it is, hey man, I think I can do better than you. Then put your money where your mouth is and build a car.
Yep.
So all you gotta do is build a car.
Or publish 2 magazines.
Or publish or
Can you
for
pull
it.
up that screenshot?
publish
Yeah.
3 magazines and be that guy.
Yeah.
We get help us.
We get lots of
We're
good
happy.
feedback too, and it's lovely and fabulous, and we love it. But man, the creativity coming from the negative feedback is top notch.
This is why they have those videos of like movie stars reading these things that
The
people
mean
send.
tweets.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is exactly why they have them, man. Because this stuff is funny.
So we also get a fair amount of mail from prison.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get so much
From
prison
prison,
mail.
and we get
I
a-
get direct prison mail now.
We
We
get
are
some-
homies.
Yeah.
We get some mail from overseas. We get all kinds of mail. So I'm gonna read something from somebody here in a second. It's going to be kind of the intro teaser, and I think we're going to obviously have a follow-up segment.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
guys are going to go comb through and find like the best of.
Yes, there's plenty.
One of these days, we're gonna have a whole episode where we're just reading
Okay.
mean tweets.
Yeah.
So before we go to break, I'm going to share this letter, and y'all can tell me like what comes to mind, what you think. But address not given out. So,
Of course.
dear Mr. Murpho, everybody tolerates a little change every once in a while, but these new pinups, they suck. I've never seen so many ugly, overweight beasts in my life. Save them for a different kind of magazine. Bring back the pretty chicks, the slutty, trashy, motorhead-loving types with revealing clothes and slutty shoes.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, keep up the good work. Keyword slutty.
Keyword slut.
And it's
underlined.
like 3 times.
It's underlined.
Some small
Oh, it
dick
is.
energy.
It is underlined 3 times.
Small dick energy, for real.
So when we got that letter, I read through it once, and I'm like, okay, there's no way. Read it again, immediately screenshot it, send it to Charlie, send it to Sarah. But then the best part is, again, we're at Murpho's Rods and Customs, a shop full of guys.
Mhm.
That letter was passed around all day and laughed at all day and referenced.
For a
Now-
week, everyone was like, keyword slutty.
So
Yeah, hey, I'm buying lunch today. What do you want with your burgers? Slutty.
I love how passionate this man was about his shoes. Though.
Yes,
My
slutty
goodness.
shoes.
He painted a picture.
Yeah.
Motorhead, clear heel. You'll know the type. We all know the type. So yeah, if you have any feedback for us, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Positive,
Oh,
negative. Maybe
please,
you'll
oh,
get
please,
on
oh,
the
please,
show.
oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh,
Maybe
please.
you'll get on the
Send
show.
us letters.
I mean, we'll still comb through them, but
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, that is funny.
Great.
The readers.
the reality
So
of
I-
Murpho's publishing.
Yeah.
Hey,
For
Go to
real.
break and do our.
Yeah. And we can come
last
back with
little
Miss
segment.
Jamey.
yeah, we are going to take another break and we're going to come back with Jamey Brains. But before then, we're going to say good night and thank you so very much to Sarah and Shelby for being here on our 23rd episode of the Custom Culture Rodcast. And I know Murphy right now is in his head. He's thinking, the Custom Culture Rodcast.
Brought to you by Car Culture
Oh,
Deluxe and Old
goodness.
School.
There it is. There it is,
He
ladies and
can't
gentlemen.
stay in his lane for shit.
But ladies, thank you guys so very much, man. And we appreciate all that you do. And to say that all that you do is such an understatement from what you guys really do. And we appreciate you all very much. And you guys are fabulous. And thank you very much once again for being on the show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We'll
Love
see
y'all.
We'll see you in 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 12.
Back here at the shop for more work.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick break again for sponsors and whatnot, and then we are going to come back with Miss Jamey Brains from the Rock and Roll High School show. Talk to you in a minute. Hey, y'all. This is Double Deuce, the voice of Custom Culture Rodcast. Do your part to keep print media alive. Head on over to murphospublishing.com. You can subscribe to both magazines, Car Culture Deluxe and Old School Rods. Do your part, as everyone should. Keep print media alive. Subscribe today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 3 of our 23rd episode of the Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. We are still sitting here at Murpho's Rod and Custom Shop in beautiful Beaton, Texas, with Murpho and the real Mrs. Murphy, Charlie Murphy. How you doing?
Good.
Good. That was fun talking with Sarah and Shelby. Those girls are hysterical. And anything I do, they are the first ones to go, and they get me on it every time.
They were just hanging out, looking good, kicking ass.
They were. And
making cool shit.
Those girls do. They do amazing stuff with their magazines and everything. But here we go on our part 3 of our 23rd
23rd.
Broadcast, 23rd, man.
podcast, dude.
And this, once again, we have the beautiful and multi-talented Jamey Brains. How are you, Jamey Brains?
What's happening?
Howdy, what's up?
That was my game show host. Did you dig that or what? Did you like that?
Yeah.
The Jamey Brains. Come on.
Come on, Jamey Brains. Come on down.
Wait, can you say it like Alex Trebek?
Oh, wait.
Oh. As a question or a comment? I guess it was.
You just say it in Alex Trebek voice.
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta be Canadian. Give me a second. I don't know if I can do that without laughing.
Hey, next. I remember my first beer. It's okay.
So today we have our on our leader today is Jamey Brains, the music aficionado and amazing contributor to Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines. Jamey Brains, please say hello. Was that Alex Trebek? Was that just that idiot who just? I don't know. That was horrible.
What?
I don't know why, but right now, like that episode of Saturday Night Live where they pretend like they're on, are they a radio show, the two girls? I think it's because the noise in my mic, in my headphones, it's like when they talk about
Sweaty balls?
Sweaty balls.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And they
Sweaty
just,
balls.
Sweaty balls.
That
And they
one.
just talk about the balls being so tender and moist. But I don't know why that's popping up in my head right now. I think I smoked too much weed today.
Anyway, Jamey Brains, please get on this thing and save me from myself. Start talking.
So it's pretty fitting though that we get to talk to Jamey now because we did just basically do an entire episode that was the
first 2 segments.
The women of Murphos.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Jamey Brains,
It's
welcome.
certainly one of them. Absolutely.
One in the Murphos family that is girl power.
Yeah, more of it.
Yeah, more
All
girl power.
All the vagina power.
Wow.
I don't know that we needed to go there.
It's
This
true.
is why we
Pussy power.
Okay.
This is why we have editing.
Editing.
No, it is. This better not be edited out.
Yeah,
How about Powerpuff
definitely
Girl
edited
Power? or
There's
something
so
like
much
that?
pussy
Power.
power happening up in the
Okay.
shop. I don't even
Hey,
know.
listen. You're causing real clam jam right now, lady.
Oh, here we go. And now we started it.
All right, well,
Clam jam.
I got a
Clam
feeling.
jam?
I got a feeling that that's out.
No, it's not.
I don't
Quit
edit.
saying what's
Here's the
in
thing.
and out.
Somebody somewhere on the West Coast or East Coast is thinking, I need to turn my clams into jam. And they say, this is what it is.
Makes the moist of the noise.
See, I can hear my voice
Oysters of the
again.
I'm sorry, Murph.
I feel so dirty right now, and I haven't done anything. I feel like I've done something wrong, and I haven't said anything yet.
Y'all open Pandora's box.
How do you do this?
Oh, here we go.
Dude.
Is that another analogy about the vaginas and open
Kinda.
Pandora's box?
I mean, sorta.
Florida.
Duh.
Okay, sorry. I'll behave now.
Jamey Brains, how are you? What's new? What's going new with the show? What's going on?
Hey. Well, there's not a whole lot that's new. Been writing, reading, buying too many antique music magazines and
Hell
whatnot.
yeah.
So I came across a treasure trove a few weeks ago, and I've been diving into those nonstop, and I'm both fascinated and horrified at the same time. The writing style was quite interesting towards I have screen albums, and I have modern screen and photo play, and the write-ups about the women, the actresses, and the famous people of the time. There's a lot about Liz Taylor. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty subjective, interesting wording they used.
Really cool.
So, yeah.
I can't wait to-
But beautiful imagery, though. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So it's pretty interesting. Anyways, so yeah, dorking out as usual.
Dorking out as usual.
Yeah,
There's
dorking
another
out.
T-shirt right there, dorking out.
That's what we love about her.
Yeah. Yeah. That library lady.
There's another T-shirt, library lady.
Miss Jamey, it just come out. It's actually in the issue, Susanna's issue, right? Your first rock and roll high school.
Yes.
Come out.
I can't even explain to you how excited I was. I was sitting at Discount Tire actually because I had a flat, and I was getting my tire changed, and I had gotten it. And I had to, you have to wait for the right moment because I'm like, oh lordy. So I'm sitting at Discount Tire. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I was crying in the lobby of Discount Tire.
That's so cool.
Like flipping through the magazine. I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Holy shit, I did it. What? It's just exciting to see alongside everything in the magazine. It was just thrilling. I can't even tell you.
I told you it was going to be amazing, that you had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, we're super proud, girl.
Absolutely.
So proud of you.
I was super excited. I mean, it's a beautiful, everything from front to cover always. I don't know. It's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, this is a really strong magazine.
Yeah, and Sarah did a beautiful layout on it. I really love the layout job she did on your...
Oh, I do too, because I noticed she's a very smart woman there. There were a couple of quotes I had initially written as quotes underneath pictures, and instead of doing that, one of the main ones that I was super passionate about actually got printed at the top of the page, and it was a really kind of strong message, and I was super happy that she saw that and grabbed it and edited it the way she did, because I don't know, it was really, really cool. She did a great job.
Yeah, Sarah is she's magical.
Yeah,
unicorn
there's
lady.
a lot going on in this issue. We talked a little bit last segment of this episode about some of the stuff we stepped out of the box with the event coverage, which was amazing, and our very own Double Deuce is published in a magazine.
I'm in this magazine, Jamie. I'm in it.
I know. Isn't it exciting?
Dude, I'm so shocked. I had no idea until they just showed me in the magazine, and I almost lost my noodle. Dude, it's really cool, man.
Have you signed autographs?
Baby, I'm going to send you a signed copy.
You guys should.
I'll sign one for you next week.
Yeah. You had to
Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie needs to do photos of you like on a bearskin rug. Like Burt Reynolds.
Do the old
We
Burt
need
Reynolds?
some man-ups, I think, in the magazine.
We do not need any man-ups.
I think we need a man-up.
We've got featured builders.
As man-ups.
No.
Oh, could you imagine if we made all the builders do pen-up poses? I would... Dude, calendar.
Did you see?
I would buy it. I would buy
my
it.
side I go two directions.
If it was all car builders doing pinup poses with their cars,
I don't even know where
holy
we are
shit.
right now, Murph.
You know
I don't
what you
where
could
we
do,
are,
too?
brother.
You can have the
bizarro
wives
world
pretending
right
to tie them up and put them in the trunks of their cars.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
No.
Pretend we're going to kill you.
No, not kill them. Tied up like a
They're
hook
going to
on the
get
back
the
of
idea
car.
because they're going to get mad at us while they're in the middle of faking trying to kill us, and they drop us in a ditch, fill us up with the dirt up, and go, I don't know what happened.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Fish food.
If we're listening to Dixie Chicks, be scared, okay?
Oh, no. Yeah, be scared, because if I listen to Dixie Chicks, oof. No, Earl.
No.
No, Earl.
I'm so glad you got it.
Earl's gotta die.
That song is awful. Okay, I apologize to anyone and everyone who had to get that earworm stuck in their head.
Yeah.
And now it's all I can think about is Earl's gotta die.
Earl's gonna die.
So I just saw. I know we're in production with Rod's 108. I think it is.
I've lost
109.
count.
We're on production of 109.
I think so.
And then shortly thereafter comes CKD 109. I saw something a while back about some of the cars or something that are going in there, but I think that Jamey is probably working real hard to follow up on their debut here for 109, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
How's that going, girl?
It's actually going really well. So I took an impromptu road trip to Oklahoma City a few weeks ago. And that started a whole chain effect of kind of unexpected come together. It's a tie-in with the first one. I got an interview and a package from Rosie Flores, who is an amazing musician who has worked with Wanda Jackson and Janice Martin. She is a wonderful musician in and of herself. Following the interview, she sent me some photos from Janice Martin's personal photo albums that she was able to make copies of as a very close personal friend of Janice's throughout the end of her life. And it kind of inspired a part 2, following up with her close relationship with Wanda Jackson, who's still with us. Wanda Jackson's from Oklahoma City, so I took a little music history road trip up there and ended up being able to kind of tie out the introduction to the first 2 most important women of rockabilly, in my opinion, Janice, and then we have Wanda. I got to see Wanda Jackson's middle school that she went to, and actually would walk to the radio station from that middle school to broadcast as a teenager. You get to see a lot of really cool music history spots. OKC is full of them. It's crazy. I had no idea how cool Oklahoma City was. And I got to be led around town by 2 current very amazing musicians, Jimmy Dale Richardson and his wife Lynn Richardson, who is actually a vintage showgirl, proper, head to toe, every detail just beautiful, extravagant. She's got a dance studio there. They are huge history music buffs, and just they're true to the vintage art. So it's kind of cool to have a personalized guide like that. So I'll introduce everyone to them as well and kind of give you a sneak preview of what's to come, because from that trip I got quite a bit of stuff I'm nerding out and really excited to share with everyone.
Nice.
Super cool.
Yeah. So there's your long answer for your short question.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it does.
It was. I had to take a little mental health road trip and just hit the road. I was either going to go to Roy Orbison Museum, Johnny Cash Childhood Home, and right literally as I was on the way to the Roy Orbison Museum, which is down, it's about 6 hours. It's in the middle of nowhere, in Wink. I got a message from Lynn and said, "Hey, we found these really cool history spots. Like, when you can come up here, you should come take a road trip and come see us." So I turned the car around and I went to Oklahoma City.
Hey.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So,
That's really cool, man.
yeah, just kind of random inspiration. That's kind of the most fun.
That's generally how the best things come out that way, don't they? Just out of nowhere, just out of the ether. It's just, hey, I found this. Come on, check this out. What? That's the coolest thing ever.
You need to come up here and see us, though.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you should come up here and do this in person with us one of these days.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing this weekend?
What are we doing? I'm sure I'm going to be at the studio.
Yeah, I have some shop stuff. I got a guy coming from Memphis and
yeah. But if you
we're
wanted to
gonna have to do that.
If you wanted to come hang out, you could. But I know. Well, I have studio stuff. He has shop stuff.
But she just wants to hang out. She
If you can come hang out and follow us around.
Yeah.
I might come. My birthday's in a few weeks. Maybe I'll come see y'all then.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. Okay. Yeah. So
it sounds like really, girl. Like after that, you got this one plan. You're going this direction. The next thing you're going this direction. You probably got a a couple articles like in the works here. In the
Certainly,
funnel.
You know,
irons in the fire.
it kind of makes me anxious to think of it that way because I'm like, oh, like, but no, I kind of did it once, and it's good. It's fine. You know, it's all kind of come together at once. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is the way. Let's tie this in, and I'm going to introduce everyone to a bunch of little tidbits that are going to lead you into the rest of my gold mine of music writing ideas that happened on that trip. So yeah, pretty stoked. I will give you one hint. It does end in Eddie Cochran being from Oklahoma City. That's all I can say.
Hey,
All right.
all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch to look forward to, kids. See, school isn't always bad.
So you know what we were supposed to be doing this weekend is
Roundup.
LSRU. Lone Star
Oh
Roundup.
yeah,
And
man.
we would be having our 10th annual open house at the shop on Saturday night, and that is not a go.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't
Again,
think about.
things are going-
You know, I think it broke my heart so badly because High Noon was going to play a reunion show there this year, which is like unheard of. They have not played together since it's been about 8 years ago. They played in Austin and went down for that, but they don't ever get together. And so when I saw it got canceled, I was like, okay, I'm just going to remove it from my heart and my brain. Like,
Yep.
this sucks. But yeah, no, it's kind of a weird feeling, huh? Like,
Yeah.
those two.
We had to cancel our show. We followed Roundup, and after they canceled, we went ahead and canceled because we didn't feel like it was,
Too many of our friends won't be here.
well, that it just didn't want to put that many people at risk.
True. Well, I mean, we had
Yeah.
to follow suit from a health standpoint. That's
Yeah.
what caused it. But I'm just from a bummer standpoint talking about all the friends and family and everybody that won't get
Yeah.
to see. So it's
This
just
one
like,
would be really weird too because a lot of people from overseas can't get here.
That's right.
So I mean, you always have a lot of people at the after party from.
we got a lot of fans from Sweden that come out to support the shop. And
Oh yeah,
I'm curious,
I've
like,
met a couple of the Swedish guys before. There's one named Casper Carbo. No, he's from maybe he's from Norway. But anyways, you can just cut that.
That's all right. They're kissing cousins anyway. They're neighbors. They're fine.
Kissing cousins.
we have Viva right around the corner, and they just masked up again. Vegas and
Everybody should be masked up regardless.
I'm just saying,
Doesn't matter if
it's
there's
a rough
mask
time, and the
mandate or not.
international flights are banned, and blah 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 blah. I'm just like,
all
fuck, what a
happening
bummer
again,
that here we are in like thinking we're coming out of the woods and going back to car shows and doing some cool shit, but man, I don't know.
You know, I know that Jimmy Dale, we were talking about him earlier. I know him and Lynn, them having a dance studio, and Jimmy's a musician who's booked as one of the main acts for Viva, and they're feeling it too because they're like, we're finally going to get to go play a show, and then now people are resisting a little bit to the whole thing, and so they're just wanting to spread a positive message that like you can still go and be safe and have fun. Just these people are dying to play shows for everyone, just like we're all dying to go.
I just hope everybody test before they go, make sure they're negative, have their vaccines, and wear your mask and keep social distance and just be safe. Wash your hands.
Be considerate, be compassionate.
Tested negative.
Yeah.
Social distance a lot.
Yes. Could we? Could we though?
mean,
Because
yeah.
I've really
People
noticed
stay
like people are not
Can't.
social distancing anymore and in stores and stuff. And I really want to turn around and touch you right in the throat and direct you 6 feet away from me because I'm like, for real.
I'm requesting
Back
my social distance.
The fuck up. Like, why are you on top
Respectfully.
of me? I don't understand why you have to be on top of me either. Like, please, the 6 feet needs to stay. Yeah.
Back
Back up. If I can touch you, you are
Back,
too
back.
close. That's how I see it. Deuce,
Yeah.
She just slapped my hand like a grandma. I reached out to her and she just smacked my hand like a grandma.
Did you not look? You remember when we were at the
Oh my
Starbird
gosh,
show
that's
and I
so
reached out and slapped that other dude's hand too, like a grandma. Like,
Oh, yeah, have you
don't
seen
you?
that?
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
quick
gosh,
as
that's
quick as
funny.
ever. All right, guys. Well, we gotta wrap it up.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
It's been
I
a long
know.
episode.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you so much for
As always, man.
for article number 1.
Article number 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Off to an amazing start.
your
Looking
cartoon head.
fantastic, girl.
your cartoon head
Yeah,
on your thing
thank
is
you.
awesome too.
She's got a great logo.
Your logo, it
So
kind of reminds me of the Bewitched.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's awesome.
Yes.
Man. Anyway,
One of my best friends, Peyton Stray, with Stray Design Studio. She actually surprised me with that logo. She was the person who suggested that I reach out to Charlie to try to write, and then she surprised me with this logo a few months later after I went for it. That's super sweet, and it's such a
she's
cool
amazing.
logo.
Super cute. Tell Peyton, what's up?
What's up?
Hey.
Great job, girl.
Hey.
All right, guys, I'm so excited, and I am always happy to talk with y'all.
We hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I hope
me
next
too.
time that we
You
get
come
to talk
stay
to
with
you
us.
on the show, it would be live.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You ain't ready for this mug.
And ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about here, we want you to read Jamey Brains, her article in 108 of Car Culture Deluxe, man. It is rad. It is called The Rock and Roll High School. It's an article. You'll see her cartoon face on it. And she is amazing with music and the history all behind it, man. It's really rad. And Jamey Brains, we always appreciate you calling in and having a chat, and congratulations on your very first of many articles in the magazine.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it's
you
the
guys
one-
for letting me do that.
And it's the one magazine with my ugly mug in it, which is funny because it's my first magazine too. So you
Oh,
are
it's
kind
not
of
an ugly mug.
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but there's people already running for the hills going, what?
It's pinned up on my wall.
It's I'm buying
I
you
know
a
my
beer
locker
when you
at
get to Austin. All right, Jamey Brains. Well, thank you once again. And we appreciate you. And Murpho and Charlie, man, we just knocked out our 23rd podcast. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
I'm
With
gonna
all the girls.
Leave everybody with a call to action. Go to murphospublishing.com and subscribe to Old School Rods and Car Culture Deluxe magazines today, and do your part to help keep print media alive.
Exactly. Get on, hit our Instagram, the Snapchat, the whatever else is out there that we're on. Do all those, hit the subscribe thing, ping the button or whatever the hell all that crap is, and do your part to keep print media alive. Once again, hey, I'm Double Deuce here with Murpho and the real Mrs. Murley, Charlie Murphy. Murley? I said
really?
The real Mrs. Murphy, Charlie Murphy.
Say it again the way you're supposed to.
I'm Double Deuce with Murpho and the real Mrs. Murphy, Charlie Murphy.
That's better.
There we go. Good night, y'all. Charlie.
Later, Gators.
Bye.
Rock and roll.
Tune in to Custom Culture Rodcast, brought to you by Car Culture Deluxe and Old School Rods magazines.